Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Great League, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Sableye. In light of the current event where we can catch Sableye in the wild and really build up our XLs, a lot more people have access to the perfect Sableye for the Great League. So I wanted to showcase one of my favorite Sableye teams, and for those of you who happen to catch my top 5 Medicham teams, this is actually team number 2 from that video. But yeah, this is one of my favorite Sableye teams, and it will be serving as the safe swap along with Medicham. Speaking of, in the back to close the game strong. Medicham needs no introduction, no explanation by now, and hopefully many of you out there have a good Medicham by now. It will be the closer along with Registeel on the lead. Now, if this team comp is looking a little familiar to you, classically it has Bastion on the lead, but guys, Registeel is just a strict upgrade over Bastion and is a very, very powerful lead. But without further ado, before we dive into the featured set of the video, we are diving into some bonus battles that I thought were tons of fun. And here we go, Shadow Drapeon lead. Pretty tricky lead because this thing can output a lot of damage with that Shadow bonus. So what I like to do on the Shadow variation is I will shield the first one and look to really put the pressure on with a Zap Cannon. They will likely shield, as this will nearly one-shot, and they do shield, but the key is that we applied that guarantee drop of the attack, so we can now tank this next crunch here. And it obviously doesn't do as much damage, but our defense fell from the 30% chance on crunch, and we are just not willing to expend 2 shields, so we're going to let this one go and go for another Zap Cannon. We're not willing to go down on shields. Let's see if they are, and they're not. Holy smoke, Zap Cannon puts in the damage, and they aggro swap into an Azumarill onto a loaded Reggie. Not a good idea. Gonna throw on the wtih here. And of course, Azumarill can tank a Zap Cannon, no problem. And we have lowered that attack, of course, and they did throw, so this is beautiful. But they go Ice Beam, and I think they undercharged it, so it's Sableye time. We're going to look to farm down this Azumarill. I don't think we can quite get there, so we're going to throw on the wtih to the play rough. We do, of course, win wtih, and they shield. They want to try and grab our last shield or get our Sableye really low. We're not going to let that happen. Sableye, far too powerful, far too valuable. We are farming down this tanky water bunny known as Azumarill. And they've got a Lickitung in the back. So we are going to go for the big return. It's going to do more raw damage. And oh, that does a lot to a very tanky Pokemon. And going to look to get off just a foul play. And oh, they catch! Oh my goodness. So right now in this moment, I'm thinking, okay, all right, you like to catch, nice one, but you know what, guys? You gotta give it right back to them. Oh, I'm telling you guys, if they catch your moves on the low health Pokemon and you know your counts, you gotta give it right back as we catch that onto our Reggie and we show them Medicham. And they quickly top left. Holy smokes, what a fun battle. That's gonna be a good game. Well played. Oh, that last one was a fun back and forth battle as we are met with an awful lead in Scrafty. But guys, I'm telling you, this is where Registeel is a strict upgrade over the classic Bastion version of this team. We can threaten these Scrafties with big damage, threaten the one-shot with a Focus Blast, and you are almost always guaranteed a shield, but we're going to go Zap Cannon and look to make an aggressive play. We wanted to apply that debuff, but they swap out to clear the debuff into a Drapeon. So we do have a shield advantage, and the beauty of a rank 1 XL Sableye is you can tank the extra damage with the added bulk. Gonna go for a return and see what they want to do. They go down on shields to preserve the Drapeon, but this is the beauty of Sableye and why it is the best safe swap in the Open Great League. Hands down, no argument about that. We shield up the next crunch, and we're going to throw on the CMP tie to take out the Drapeon and flip switch with our Sableye. We say bye-bye to that Drapeon. Sableye, so clutch, one of my all-time favorite Pokemon, and literally the best safe swap in the Great League. And they do come back in with the Scrafty, of course. The beauty of flipping switch is we can now align our Medicham onto the Scrafty. And this Scrafty is boosted. There's no reason for them not to go for the foul play. We will shield this out of caution. No need to take the extra damage. And they've got a Skarmory, and our Registeel is still super healthy, super bulky, super tanky. Skarmory does not stand a chance against Registeel. They can go Brave Bird all they want. We live, and we go for the big Zap Cannon. Oh my goodness, again, Bastiodon is not one-shotting a Skarmory, my friends, and it is just about over as we are in cruise control now. Gonna go for the Ice Punch just to make the farm down a little bit easier. This is just about over. They could top left, but they are fighting a good fight. And they let their Scrafty get countered down. Medicham closing the game in dominant fashion. That's going to be yet another good game well played. This team is so powerful that it can play its way out of lead losses in that last battle. But this is far from a lead loss, my friends. We got a Noctowl on the lead. Very positive lead for us. This is amazing. Going to go for the Zap Cannon here as they get to the Shadow Ball. They can definitely tank this, but they catch, and they can absolutely tank that on a Stunfisk. Holy smokes. Nice catch. That's amazing, but we've got the perfect answer to a G-Fisk in the form of Medicham. And because they've been debuffed that Earthquake, of course, it's going to do a lot less damage, and we're just going to build up to back-to-back Ice Punches. We wanted to have one loaded to really threaten that Noctowl. That Noctowl did not throw move. It is loaded, and we blind throw, but they come in with an Azumarill. That's why it pays to hang on a little bit, but we knew that Noctowl had a Shadow Ball, so we wanted to really get off some damage first, but that is okay. Gonna throw the Psychic here on the Azumarill. It, of course, does not KO, but it does a decent amount of damage. That is some respectable damage on an Azumarill. They aggro swap back into the Noctowl, and now things are getting a little tricky here, because we know that they have an Azumarill. We know that we have a Sableye. Both Noctowl and Azumarill are not the best matchups for our Sableye, which it still remains in the back. So we kind of have to take out this Noctowl here. This is a little tricky, and this Noctowl is absolutely putting up a fight here. They're just going to two-shield this Noctowl, but we've applied the debuff. So the next Shadow Ball we will let go through. We know that this does not KO, and we are resisting this fast move pressure. So we hang on and gonna go for Zap Cannon number 2. This battler is making this a lot closer than it really should be, with this darn Noctowl giving us fits here. Gonna try and get to this Focus Blast. And they catch it onto the Azumarill. Holy smokes, this opponent is pushing us to our absolute limits here. So now it's all up to Sableye. Oh, these are two very difficult Pokemon for Sableye to deal with. Have to shield up the Play Rough. And they get to an Ice Beam. This is not another Play Rough. They don't have the energy for it, which we definitely tank a lot easier than a Play Rough. And they come back in with the Noctowl. So they're going to go Sky Attack here. We live! Rank 1 Sableye hanging on by a thread. And we kind of just panicked a little bit. I was determined to not lose to this Noctowl, and we throw the foul play. Definitely had the return there, but that's okay. Medicham's going to clean up this endgame. No problem. We had residual energy. And the Noctowl is not able to get to a move, so we're saying bye-bye to that pesky Noctowl, putting up a fight, pushing us to our limits. My goodness, that was an exciting battle. Holy smokes, hats off to that trainer who made that super close. They played that beautifully. So as you can see, this Sableye team is quite powerful, and had a blast with the bonus battles, and we've got the featured set coming right up. Had to start it off right with some super exciting bonus battles as we move into the featured set of the video. We are met with a Stunfisk. Again, guys, this is where Registeel is a strict upgrade over the classic Bastiodon version of this team. You can fight back against these Galarian Stunfisk here. Gonna go for the Focus Blast, and they usually let it go. So the reason why I stay in a little bit, go for that Focus Blast, is I want to entice them to tank it, and we shield up the Earthquake, and that is okay. We go into Sableye to get ahead on energy, and they meet us with a Sableye of their own. And we lose CMP tie. That's one of the downsides to the rank 1 Sableye. You find that you lose CMP tie more often than not, but that is okay. We will take our rank 1, and take the added bulk, no problem. And gonna throw here. We did have the energy lead, and gonna put the pressure on this opposing Sableye. They want to farm down, and that is okay. We can come back in with our Registeel, and this is the perfect farm down range to really load up on energy. We're gonna tank the foul play, no problem. We are about as bulky as a Pokemon gets. We tank that. And fully expecting them to come in with that low health G-Fisk. We're not going to stay in. We are going to immediately swap into Medicham if we see that they come in with it. We do. There they are, Stunfisk. And oh, they've got a Venusaur in the back. Okay, so this is over, guys. This is over because we tank one of whatever they throw. They do not easily tank one of whatever we throw, so... we're going to go for the Psychic. No reason not to, because we can easily shield up the next Frenzy Plant, and we will outpace to the next Psychic, putting this poor Venusaur back into its Pokeball where it belongs. It does not belong on this field, terrorizing our existence with busted Frenzy Plants. We get to it, we say bye-bye to the Venusaur, and we're farming down the G-Fisk. Medicham doing what it does best, and that is close the game in dominant fashion. That's going to be yet another good game well played. I'm telling you guys, this is one of the best Sableye teams you could possibly run for reasons like this. We got a Shadow Vic lead. This is, you'd be surprised how close this is. That is just how busted and broken Shadow Victory Bell is with Razor Leaf. These resisted Razor Leafs really add up on our bulky Steel type. Gonna go for the Zap Cannon. Take a little bit of the sting off of the high attack output on this Shadow Vic. We will shield up this move here. They go Acid Spray to lower our defense by 2 stages. Adding insult to injury, adding fuel to the fire. That is okay. Gonna go for another Zap Cannon, and we grab the second shield. So, Shadow Vic typically comes paired with Bastiodon in the back for sure. The third could be Medicham or Defense Form Deoxys. We let that go, and we're going to look to farm down. Knowing that we've lowered the attack by 2 stages, we are going to load up on energy. They aggro swap into the Basti, and here we go. It is Medicham time, if I've ever seen it. Guys, we are lacing up our farming boots, and we are farming this Basti all the way down and loading up on energy. We tank these moves, no problem. And you just farm the Basti all the way down. It is a thing of beauty. They come back in with the low health Shadow Vic. Gonna put it out of its misery with a nice punch as we say bye-bye to the very annoying Shadow Victory Bell. And oh, they've got a Wigglytuff in the back. Throwing us a curveball here. Gonna go for the big Psychic. That does a lot of damage. Was fully expecting either a Medicham or a Defense Form Deoxys. Guys, they threw us a curveball. They've got a Wigglytuff in the back, but Medicham is a beast of a Pokemon, getting it low. And we combo play with our Sableye. Gonna go for the foul play and say bye-bye to the Wigglytuff. Not sure what is more of a BM, going for the overkill return or the resisted foul play. You guys let me know in the comments, but good game, well played nonetheless. Wigglytuff, no problem for our backline as we are met with a Shadow Gardevoir. You don't often see this in the Open Great League. They make an aggressive play into a Sableye, so we're going to stay in here a little bit to really put the pressure on the Sableye. We're going to tank this foul play, and we're going to look to get off that big Zap Cannon and force them to make a choice. Do they want to give up a shield, or do they want to take big damage? They give up a shield, so we're going into our own Sableye, and the play here is to shield once and leave this matchup with a loaded foul play. And the reason why is because Gardevoir, unlike all other Charmers, actually takes neutral damage from our foul play because it is part psychic. And it is about as squishy as a Pokemon gets. So we're going to tank this next foul play and look to farm this opposing Sableye down to leave this matchup with a foul play. They aggro swap back into the Gardevoir, and we're going to go for the foul play here. Like I said, it hits for neutral damage, and it hits for a lot of neutral damage at that. That is insane damage on the Gardevoir, putting it within the perfect farm down range for our Registeel. And they come back in with a low health Sableye. We throw the move. This was a misplay here. Should have been more present in the moment. I lost track of their energy. I wasn't sure where they were. So we throw to get rid of it. And they've got their own Registeel in the back. Gonna look to get off this Focus Blast, but we lose CMP tie. That is okay, guys. We got a Medicham in the back, and for those of you that are overly concerned about running Ice Punch on Medicham, you can rest assured and know that you still beat Registeel, no problem. And I'm about to show you guys how to pull that off. You tank the Zap Cannon, you definitely tank a Zap Cannon, and you go build up to nearly back-to-back Psychics. You cannot store two, so we're going to go for Psychic number 1 here, getting this Registeel super low, and we're going to look to get to the second one. You shield up the next Zap Cannon, and you throw that Psychic, and that is how you beat Registeel with Ice Punch. You guys don't have to be overly concerned with it, and we run Ice Punch for the coverage, and we still take out Registeel, no problem. Medicham, one of the more powerful closers in the game. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Those of you that have the XLs now with the new event for your Sableye, you're looking for a solid team for it. This one might just be for you. As we met with a Walrein, they aggro swap into a Sableye, and we're going to play this out the same way we did in that previous matchup here. We look to get off the big Zap Cannon. They usually shield, but if they no shield, that is fine as well. Because it will do a lot of damage. So we're going for the Zap Cannon, fully expecting the shield, and we get the shield, but the debuff has been applied as we make a play into our own Sableye. So we're going to let this, no, we shield, yeah, we played the exact same way as the last one. You shield up one of the foul plays, and you look to load up on energy, and you tank the second foul play. Gonna go for a foul play of our own. They usually let it go. They usually don't want to go down on shields, and this is the perfect farm down range. We don't even have to tank a foul play. That is beautiful. And they do come back in with the Walrein, so we're gonna go for the big return. They're already down a shield. Do they shield this? No, they don't. And we do loads of damage to the large, cuddly walrus here. And we definitely tank an Icicle Spear. We want to farm this Walrein all the way down. But they snipe us with a Trevenant. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a beautiful play by our opponent. They snipe us and we go down with energy, and they've got a Trevenant and we've got a Medicham. This is not looking good, my friends. This is awful for us. We tank the first move, or we tried to catch, and they go Seed Bomb. But these Shadow Claws are absolutely shredding us because they hit for super effective damage with our Psychic typing. We're forced to shield up the second Seed Bomb, and what we're trying to do here is get this Trevenant within Zap Cannon range because we are close to a Zap Cannon on our Registeel. I'm thinking if we can Zap Cannon this Trevenant, we will I was thinking at the time we could maybe outpace to a Focus Blast, but that Walrein has some residual energy. And it doesn't matter because speaking of Walrein, they make an amazing catch. Oh, our opponent was running circles around us. We tried to pull it off. We had a plan, but they somehow knew how close we were to a Zap Cannon, and they catch that on the low health wall rain. Insane play by them. Good game, well played. I'm telling you guys, this team was insanely strong in the Great League for reasons like this. The Dream lead, we got an Altaria on the lead. They aggressive swap into Registeel, and it is Medicham time yet again. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. So, in the 2 shield, you do have to go down a shield to take out the Registeel and maintain alignment, but going down a shield, knowing that they have an Altaria is perfectly fine because Registeel does not need a shield for Altaria at all. And like I said, we will have to shield up the second Zap Cannon, and we will look to farm down the nice shiny Registeel here. And we will have loaded energy for most likely the Altaria that comes back in. We do have back-to-back Ice Punches. We have been debuffed by 2 stages, courtesy of those 2 Zap Cannons, but that's okay. The Ice Punches absolutely add up on the Flying Dragon Altaria. Gonna go for Ice Punch number 2 here. And we aggro swap into our Sableye, reading that there was a Toxicroak. You could make an argument that that's a slight misplay. We maybe could have let the Altaria farm us down, but we knew that they would just swap out, and we didn't want them to load up on energy. So, yeah, it's a tricky one here. They may have a Toxicroak, but they also, you could see Swampert as what we see here. So this is always a little scary, being faced with a Swampert, being down on shields, but we tank the Hydro Cannon. Rank 1 Sableye has the bulk to hang on and put the pressure on the Swampert. We grab the second shield, but we're not out of the woods just yet. We made a questionable play, so we have to play our way out of it. Gonna throw our low health Medicham in here to get a few counters in. That serves 2 purposes. That gets the Swampert within Focus Blast range, and it gets us close to an Ice Punch if necessary for that low health Altaria. It looks like they're not running EQ. We were not concerned because we knew that we survived an EQ from a non-shadow. We take it out with a Focus Blast, and we are far too healthy for that Altaria to have any hope of any chance of anything. It was impossible for them anyways, as they do concede the match. And that is the team, my friends. How about it? One of my all-time favorite Sableye teams. The classic variation, like I said, has Bastiodon on the lead. But guys, if you have a Registeel, it is a strict upgrade over the classic Bastiodon variation of this team. Another option would be Galarian Stunfisk as well. So, very powerful team. It's a team that I have featured in the past. I showcased this team right when Registeel got the Zap Cannon upgrade. And it is still every bit as powerful as it was then, my friends. So if you're looking for a solid team for your new Sableye or your new Medicham, courtesy of the event that is happening right now, what better team to showcase those 2 than this one, my friends? It is quite powerful, and we saw that in those battles. But guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching, and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.